The ovaries are the female gonads where eggs are produced. There is a great difference in the size and prominence of the female ovary prior to breeding season and during breeding season, given that many amphibians release mass amounts of eggs at one time only during breeding season. When eggs are released, they simply leave the ovary and then enter the ventral body cavity. They should be taken up by the opening of the oviduct, the ostium. But given that the ovary is not connected to the ostium, this does not always occur, and eggs which do not find their way to the oviduct can be broken down and reabsorbed. The unfertilized eggs pass along the length of the oviduct, and the distal end of the oviduct can be enlarged depending on the species, forming an ovisac, where eggs can be stored until their release. The ovisac, the distal end of the oviduct, empties separately into the cloaca, which is the common opening for the urinary, digestive, and reproductive systems. These frogs are demonstrating the typical form of amphibian reproduction, in that males and females mate, and in a coordinated fashion, the females release their eggs as the males are releasing the sperm, and fertilization occurs outside the body of the female. It is external fertilization, and then the eggs develop in the pond into the aquatic larvae. There are variations, however, given that amphibian reproduction is more varied than the reproduction in any other group of vertebrates. For example, in many salamanders, internal fertilization is practiced, not because the males possess an intromittent organ, the penis, which only exists in amniotes, but rather because sperm are deposited in packets, which then females can take into their body using their cloacal lips. In another variation, in spotted salamanders, there are actually green algae which live endosymbiotically in the cells of the female. And when the female produces eggs, these algae pass into the eggs, and the eggs actually perform some degree of photosynthesis, which provide sugar and oxygen for the developing embryo, and the developing embryo then produces the carbon dioxide and nitrogenous waste that the algae use.